Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to learn about osmosis in details. In my previous video I have discussed about diffusion, imbibition and osmosis too, but in this one we are going to learn in details. Okay, so before learning about osmosis we need to understand about solution, right? So any solution has two parts. One is solute and another one is solvent. If you take salt water or sugary water, suppose you take a glass of water, okay, and then you add sugar, fine, then you add sugar and you stir it. So after sometimes the sugar will dissolve in water and you will get a sugary water that will taste sweet. Now in this case what happens, the water is solvent, right? The water is solvent and the sugar that you have added is solute. Okay, now in osmosis what happens, only the solvent molecule moves from higher concentration to lower concentration, fine. Unlike diffusion, in diffusion what happens? Free molecules moves from higher concentration to lower concentration, right? In osmosis, solute molecules do not move. Only the solvent molecules move from higher concentration to lower concentration. Fine. Now, depending upon the movement of solvent molecule, osmosis can be divided into two categories. Okay, one is endoosmosis. Okay, endoosmosis. Fine. Now remember that endo, if it is endo written, we will understand that is it is trying to say inward movement. Fine. Inward movement. Now in this case, what will happen? In this case, water will move inside the cell, right? Inside the cell. Fine. Through obviously, through what? Through a semi permeable membrane, right? Unlike diffusion, osmosis always needs a semi permeable membrane. Fine. Now let me give you one example. Suppose you take two beakers. You take two beakers. Fine. And okay, let me take another color. You take a resin here. This is a resin and this beaker is filled with water. Fine. This is the scenario. So in this case, what will happen? Inside the resin, the concentration of solvent is very less. Okay. And outside the resin, that is this water, here the concentration of solvent, here solvent is what? Solvent is water. Here the concentration of water is high. So what will happen? That water will move inside. As I have said that in osmosis, movement of solvent molecule from higher concentration to lower concentration. Inside the resin, the concentration of solvent molecule is less, and outside the resin, the concentration of solvent molecule is high. So what will happen? The water will move inside the resin. So as a result, what we will see? We will see that the resin will become turgid. The resin will become turgid. It will soak the water and the resin will become turgid. Fine. Now this is what? This is end osmosis, right? This is end osmosis. Now we are going to talk about exosmosis. Exosmosis. Fine. Now exo, remember, whenever there you will get this word exo. Exo means here in case of osmosis, outward movement. Okay, outward movement. It's mean what will happen in this case? Water will move outside of the cell. Again, more or less same scenario, right? Suppose this is salt water. You have taken a glass of water and added 2 spoons of salt, and the salt is dissolved. Now this is what? This is salt water. Fine. The concentration of salt is more. Concentration of salt is more. It's mean solute concentration is more. Okay. Solute concentration is more. Solvent concentration is less. Fine. So now if here you place a grape or any other, suppose you place here a cell or a grape. So what will happen? From the grape, this example I am giving because you can try it in your home. So the water concentration inside grape is higher. It's mean the solvent inside the grape is higher. Solvent concentration is higher, right? So water will exit from the resin, right? And as a result, what will happen? We will see a sunken or a flaccid grape inside a water. So as a result, what will happen? The grape will become sunken or flaccid, right? Now this was endosmosis and exosmosis. Now when we will study osmosis, we need to learn another thing, that is tonicity. What? Tonicity. Now tonicity is what? Tonicity is relative concentration of two solution. Okay, tonicity is what? Relative concentration of two solution, right? Which will determine the direction of movement. Which will determine what? The direction of movement. Fine. Now we are going to understand the type of tonicity. First we are going to talk about hypotonic solutions. Just a moment. Hypotonic solution. Fine. Now remember, the word hypo says low, lower. Okay. Hypo means lower. It's mean one of the two solution which has lower concentration of solute is considered hypotonic. So one of the two solution, okay, which has lower concentration of what? Lower concentration of solute. Okay, not solvent but solute. In whichever solution less solute is present, that is hypotonic compared to the other. Okay, now hypotonic, if you put any cell in hypotonic solution, what you will get in result? You will see endoosmosis. Okay, endoosmosis. Fine. If you place a cell into a hypotonic solution, you will see endoosmosis. This means the water will enter inside the cell. Fine. Same way, is hypertonic solution. Hypertonic solution is what? Hypertonic solution is just opposite of hypotonic solution. Hyper means higher. Just these two words sound similar. Hyper is equivalent to higher. Here, one of the two solution which has higher concentration of solute. So, hypertonic solution has what? It has higher concentration of solute. Fine. Now, if you put a cell in hypertonic solution, what will happen? You will see exoosmosis. Okay. Osmosis. So if you put a cell into hypertonic solution, water will leave the cell. Okay, water will leave the cell. Water will come out from the cell. Next we will talk about isotonic solution. Okay, isotonic solution. In this, what we can see here, in both the solution, the solute concentration is same. Okay, solute concentration is same. So here we will see no osmosis. Okay, no osmosis. Typically osmosis occurs until there is a difference in solvents concentration. Once the solvents concentration is similar in both the cases, then osmosis will stop. Okay, so that's it. This was a short video about osmosis. In my next video, we are going to talk about active transport and passive transport. Thank you. If you like this video, kindly like, share and subscribe. Thank you.